Hello and welcome to Exercise for Everyone. This is Lesson 3, Hamstring Stretches. Lesson 3, Part 2. 12 hamstring stretches seated on a floor mat. In general, hold each stretch for 30 to 60 seconds. Seated, one leg extended out straight. Reach to the foot with a hand on the same side of the body. In this hamstring stretch, you'll get the focus of the hamstrings on the extended leg. Additionally, you'll get a lovely inner thigh hip glute stretch on the side with the bent knee. Seated, one leg extended out straight. Reach to your foot with the hand on the opposite side of your body. As mentioned in a similar stretch in the past lesson, when we reach with the opposite hand, we're going to receive a greater stretch. Seated, one leg extended out straight. Reach to the extended leg with both arms. Remember, on any of these stretches, if you cannot actually reach to the foot, it's okay. Just hold the stretch at whatever position you can. Seated hamstring stretch with rounded back. This is the classic way to do this stretch. If you cannot reach to your ankles, just continue to hold wherever you can to get the leverage to pull into the stretch. Additionally, if this stretch is too challenging for you, you may want to look at some of the variations in the other parts of this lesson, as they provide ways that will help you get a deeper stretch if you're not that flexible. Seated hamstring stretch with straight back. With our back straight instead of rounded, we may feel the stretch in the hamstrings higher up, closer to our hips, and less behind the knees. The tighter your hamstrings, the harder it will be to keep your back straight. Seated hamstring stretch with rounded back and gentle ankle flexion. When you add an ankle flexion and pull gently on your toes, this will increase the stretch through the calves and the back of your knee. Seated hamstring stretch with straight back. An ankle flexion, gently pulling on your toes. Again, when you pull your toes to your nose, the stretch is going to be greater through the lower back of the leg, ankle, calf, and behind the knees. Seated hamstring stretch, progressively increasing the stretch. In this variation, I use breathing to help deepen myself into a greater stretch. I hold for a few moments, take in a deep breath, exhale and go a little deeper into the stretch, hold, take a deep breath, exhale and again go deeper into the stretch. Seated hamstring stretch, reaching one arm to the opposite foot. Just as reaching the opposite hand to your foot makes the stretch more intense, reaching the opposite hand to the opposite foot will be an even greater stretch. Seated hamstring stretch with your feet hip-width apart. By placing your feet hip-width apart, you may find that you can get a little lower into this stretch. You may also feel it stretch in a slightly different spot down the back of your legs. Seated hamstring stretch, feet hip-width apart, reach one hand to the opposite foot. Again, reaching across with the opposite hand is going to present a more challenging stretch. And now that the feet are hip-width apart, that means you're going to have to stretch even a little bit further. Thanks for watching! In Part 3 of this lesson, we'll do hamstring stretches seated on the floor with props.